Hey, welcome back. Question to you. You know how there are 750 billion gurus on teaching you how to do this and how to do that to become the best YouTuber there is? Well, guess what? I'm not one of them. As a matter of fact, I'm not even a guru. I'm the most regular, average Joe that's trying to figure out how to actually do YouTube videos. And I would like to share every single step and day of my progression. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I've noticed that there are so many videos out there teaching you how to work the algorithm, how to work the pies inside the YouTube studio, how to work in YouTube studio, when to post, what to post, how to say things, how to put thumbnails. But what people do not talk about is the mental and emotional effects that all of that is having on you. Now imagine this. Yesterday I posted a video and I poured my heart and soul. Yes, I might be blabbering a lot in that video because it's my fourth video, but it felt that I was sharing something from my heart. And it's a fairly vulnerable place to be in. And I uploaded it and I thought to myself, I was already worried about how people would perceive it, because this is what we think. Oh my God, how people will take it, what will they say, blah, blah, blah. And then nothing happened. I got one view. I'm not sure why, I'm not sure how. I know people say that, oh, well, you have to wait for Facebook do its magic and map everything out and do all that. But yet again, everybody talks about more of aspects that are more technical rather than emotional. And then on an emotional level, doing this is very hard. Well, at least for someone who actually wants to share their true self, because I spoke about authenticity yesterday, and when you do that, when you not doing anything off the script, it becomes like a conversation with a friend. And when you have that conversation with a friend, but not the kind of friend that is your best friend, where you can say whatever you want and you won't be judged, with the kind of friend that you just got to know, and when you know that they're still getting to know you, and there might be some parts where they may either judge you, misjudge you, or not understand you at all, and you may miss them, so you have to look for a new friend. Now, you see, when you're doing a video, when you're recording it, right? First of all, you have to hear yourself. Secondly, you have to watch yourself when you're talking, right? And yes, we all talk in front of the mirror. Yes, we all, in our heads, when we shave or brush our teeth, that's our internal thought machine. But we don't actually get to sit in front of the camera and just talk to ourselves all the time. That's another part that we initially judge that part, because, as much as we want to say that, oh, well, it's a norm in our society, but no, like, have you ever seen anybody talk like in random place, I don't know, Burger King or some random cafe, sitting and just talking to themselves for no reason? No. And so we have this pre-built thing in our head that says, oh my God, why are you talking to yourself? What is wrong with you? But then you sort of overcome all of that, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to record myself, and, editing. And I'll get to that out here shortly. You finally get over that little hump, and you start talking. You record it yourself, and obviously you're human. You make a lot of mistakes. You talk. You say all kinds of things. You say a lot of blah blah blah. But you're authentic. You're yourself. And then comes the part when you have to upload. Oh my God! You're like, in the beginning, you realize that. For example, the first one that I uploaded, there was this lovely person who wrote a comment saying that, I don't know how I got here, but I cannot hear what you're saying because the music is too loud, which I was so grateful for, because, if no one had told me, I would never have known that music, I don't know how to edit music on it. So obviously I probably made it too loud, and I was saying some random stuff on it anyway. But that hits you hard, because when someone says that to you, it's almost like oh my God, it took me so long to build myself up to the point where I was able to record myself. I had to jump over so many hurdles to just do it because you're coming from the place of authenticity. And now someone says that the video is not good enough when you know very well that your video sucks balls, because I hope I can say that, because it's your first video and you blabbering some baloney for no reason, and you're reading it off ChatGPT's written script, which makes no sense whatsoever, and hoping for the best, and you know it's terrible. But when someone says that to you, when you're so not sensitive, but when your self-esteem in that particular aspect or genre is so thin, it hits you hard. And then today came. Yesterday when I posted, I still have one view on it, on that video, right? And then I thought to myself, I'm like, why do I feel like that? And the reason why I'm saying that is because when you will upload, the same thing will happen to you. You will have a day or two when you're not going to see anything, and you thought that you poured your heart and soul in doing whatever you may do, but how I see it is that video recording brings out something or some things in you that you never thought that you had. It could be some kind of unresolved issue. It could be something that you never thought that you could or you couldn't. And the only way to understand it is to do more of them. And I realized then, I was like, I'm going to edit a video. I got some software, I played around with it, but then I thought to myself, what's the difference between me going on the script and reading everything to you, which will not sound whatsoever real? Because when someone's reading a script, you already know that they're not going to make any mistakes. It's going to be perfect. It's blah, 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 because they're reading. I hope they can read. But I mean, going on the script and editing a video and cutting all your imperfections out and giving people a perfect cut, the only time that should be done is when you're making a blockbuster movie that costs hundreds of millions of dollars, because it has to be perfect, because it's a fantasy. Nobody's asking you to give them your true self. But in the world of YouTube, it's like you're trying to connect with people, but how are you going to connect with people if you're acting like a salesperson in a store, trying to befriend people by planting the seed in them, by giving them all kinds of sales pitches about how good you are, that you wrote on the paper, then you edited it through ChatGPT or what have you, and then you edited the hell out of it, then you added all kinds of cuts, and then you came up with hooks, and then you did this, and then you did that, just to please. Who are we pleasing here? I thought we were here to just us. This is what, and these are the thoughts that go through my head, and these are the thoughts that will go through a lot of people's heads when they'll start making videos, because this is essential part of you giving into being real with yourself. Because like the most important part to be heard is to be able to be heard by you. And that's one thing that nobody talks about. Nobody tells you that you have to be open to yourself, and you have to make yourself like yourself enough to be able to say that, hey, if I like what I'm seeing, maybe others will like it too. Because otherwise, if you're a mess and you're going off the script and everything is edited for you, and somebody else does the marketing for you, and somebody else does the messaging for you, and somebody else does this and somebody else does that, what does that make you? We already have brand faces. They're splattered all over the city on big billboards. What's the point of them? Where's the humanity? And that's what I mean. So today's day number 5 of this, and I'm still trying to find my way around. And one important thing is that, well, I do many things in life, and I've studied many things, and I'm also a life coach, and I teach people how to be the best versions of themselves without losing that authenticity that they were born with. Because everyone gives this magic formulas on how to be this and how to be that, but there's no such a thing as magic formula. There never will be. And even if you take YouTube gurus that tell you what you need to do, you know what I realized? Unless you work for YouTube and you directly know exactly what you need to do, and you can tell people, hey, I work for YouTube, not done this for 10 years, but I'm not working with them anymore. Nobody will ever know how to do anything correctly, ever. So on that note, what I'm trying to say is that it's a big pile of bullshit, because the only way they got those views and the only way they got those, because they were able to tell you, oh, I have the secret of this and I have to, no, nobody has secret. If I own a restaurant and there's a cookie that you like, if I'm not going to give you the recipe, nobody who claims that they worked at the restaurant, or nobody that goes to the restaurant to eat there, will be able to tell you that, hey, I know the recipe exactly and I'm going to give it to you. Unless I'll give it to you, someone who either works there or owns the place. Don't listen to any of that. Because what I realize now, nobody tells anyone that. Because feelings are the most important part, just like in movies, because if actors cannot bring their feelings out and be vulnerable, they can never be good actors either. Because part of acting is to part being themselves. And that's what brings out emotion. And that's my little thing. And I don't know if you'll find it interesting, but again, thank you so much for watching. And if you'll watch it and if you'll subscribe, that's wonderful. And I hope we'll create this wonderful little community, which I'm really hoping so, because we need real people in this world, many of them without too much makeup, without the audio effects and blah, blah, just us, normal people. Anyway, thank you so much again, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 6 and see what I'll come up tomorrow. Bye. Ciao.